Hi everybody, welcome back to All That and Then Some with Duana. I'm Duana, and if this is your first time here, welcome into this place. I ain't gonna sing the rest because this ain't. I would like this to be a holy vessel, but this is a holy vessel. Welcome into this holy vessel. I think that's what they say. But hey, girl, hey. If you've been here before, how you doing? I'm happy you came back to see me. My last video was a little bit, it's a little traumatic for me. So I wanted to change it up and just tell some funny stories about my life. And I just think they're funny. And what I do on this here channel is I talk about my journey through self-love with using the Word of the Day app. It's an app where every day it gives you a new word, tells you a meaning, and it wants you to try to use the word in a sentence every day. I don't do that every day, but I try to get on here at least once or twice a week and use one of my words that I really like and give you all a little something, something. So, today, what the name... Whoopsie. I gotta get this. Oh my God, I'm so fat. I can't even... Whew. All right, I'm back. I'm out of breath. Like, I moved like 5 seconds and I'm out of breath. So, what I named this video, I think was, I wish I could say I was a...
Teetotaler.
Teetotaler. So, my word of the day is...
Teetotaler.
Teetotaler. And what that means is someone who never drinks alcohol. If you watched my last video, I talked a little bit about how my Malua... I still can't say that word. I'm about to look it up again real quick. I talked about how my
Milieu
was off. Okay? My
Milieu
was off kilter. So now I'm taking it to I'm taking it to this.
Teetotaler.
I'm taking it here next. So this is the journey. See how I'm walking down the path, and I'm putting in little snippets of my life. And I've talked too long already. So, to tell her, someone who never drinks alcohol. So, as you know, I am an alcoholic. I haven't had a drink in almost over a year, but I used to drink for real, for real. My drinks of choice were the cheapest drinks I could get. Mad Dog 2020, Peaches and Cream. That was my number one. Number two was Hurricanes. That was my number two until Bud Ice came out. When Bud Ice came out, I used to get 4, 5, 6 of them, drink them all. That was good to go. And last but not least, natural ice. If I had some money, I would get some E&J, or what is the thing after E&J that's a little bit more than E&J? Paul Masson. Bam. And let me just say this. I wish that, I don't wish, Lord, I'm sorry, but the drinks that y'all have now, they taste like, they're like fruity drinks. Like you get like Paul Masson, peaches and cream, apple this, strawberry that. Like, if they had those drinks when I was drinking, I would still be a drunken fool. Let me just let you know that right now. But I wish that I could say I wasn't a...
Teetotaler.
I gotta make sure I hit it at the right time. I wish I could say I was a teetotaler. 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 Oh yeah, teetotaler.
Teetotaler.
Teetotaler. Teetotaler. Bam. Teetotaler. 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 God, that's a tongue twister. That really is a tongue twister. But I just want to share a couple stories with you. The first story is, this is about over 5 years ago. I went out with some of my cousins, and I don't know if I talked about this before, but I have like real big anxiety when it comes to going out in public places with a lot of people. So I used to like, you know, I drank, but before we went out, I would make sure I was already tipsy and feeling something. So I was feeling good, you know, when all my cousins came over and we drank a little bit more before we went out. And me thinking I'm doing the right thing, instead of me putting on some heels, I put on some wedges, okay? So went to my girl's house. And her backyard was right across the street from the club. So we walked through her backyard, which was nothing but dirt and grass and stuff. So we got back there and I must have walked wrong or something, but soon, like say I'm walking, this is my feet. Boom, this foot went over like that in the wedge. And I felt it, but I was drunk. When I say y'all was drunk, I was already, I wasn't drunk, but I was drunk enough where I didn't feel no pain. Walked across the street, got into the club, had a couple more drinks, was kikiing with everybody, having a good old time and stuff. But as the night wore on, my foot started to hurt like a mother, okay? Hurt like a mother. It hurt so bad that when we left, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. But somehow I made it out to the car, got home. I lived on the third flight of an, I lived on the floor, the third floor of an apartment building. I crawled up the steps, like literally crawled up 3 flights of steps, crawled into my house, passed out. Woke up the next morning, crawled back. Well, I scooted down the steps, scooted. I don't know how I walked from the steps outside to my car, but I made it. And I drove myself to the medical center, and I ended up breaking my foot in 3 places. Here's a picture right here. Here I am in the cast. Yeah. I was in that cast for 3 months. And you would have thought I learned my lesson. No, I didn't learn my lesson. I got out of the cast, and I believe that September, this happened like March, April. I think that September is when I got my DUI, where I was driving, I was speeding, got pulled over. He asked me all kind of questions. I passed till he asked me to do the alphabet backwards. Then I was like, yeah, sir, I can't do that backwards sober, let alone. I've been drinking. You see the beer here. Let's go. I breathed 3 times higher than the limit. I think the limit was .08. I blew up .28. Scandalous. So that's one question. That's why if I could go back, I wish I could be one of those people who said, I'm a
Teetotaler.
I can't say that. I can't say teetotaler. I can't say I'm one of them. Comes to my next little outing with my alcoholism. So, I used to get drunk while I used to just black out. And my brother, he likes to drink too. I ain't gonna tell his business because this ain't about him. But he likes to drink too. So we were both drunk. And I was the kind of person that if we was having a fun time, I'm the fun drunk. You know what I'm saying? But if you piss me off, whoosh, like Duana 2.5 came out or something. I don't know what it was. But I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell y'all. I cannot tell y'all. All I know is what I've been told happened. I was told I was arguing with my brother. I went to punch him. I punched the wall. Got mad that I punched the wall. Didn't feel a thing. Passed out and went to sleep underneath the living room table. Where I woke up. I remember waking up under the table saying, what am I doing under this table with all these chairs next to me? Like, didn't nobody try to get me up and, like, put me on a couch or on the floor? No, I'm under the dining room table looking crazy. And then I felt my hand hurt. Like, my hand was hurting. I'm like, what the world? Looked down at my hand, and my wedding ring finger, my wedding ring, when I get married, this is what my husband's going to have to look at when he puts my finger on. My ring on my finger, excuse me. You see that? You see this crookedness of a finger? My nails dirty. I need to get my nails done. Sorry. But this crooked finger, look at that. It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like this. You know, this one got stuff under it too. I need to start cleaning my fingernails. It's from, I put this gel and stuff in my hair and it gets all in my nails and stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I broke my finger. Broke it, like right there you can see the bone, like the bone sticks out. And I refused to go to the hospital because I was like, what am I going to tell them? They're going to ask me what happened, and I'm going to say, I don't know, I was drunk and passed out underneath a dining room table, woke up, but my hand was hurting, and then I saw my hand was crooked. No. So for the past 7, 8 years, I've had a crooked wedding ring finger. It's going to stay like that. To me, it's like, it reminds me of who I used to be, you know. It reminds me of who I used to be and who I will not go back to being ever, ever, ever again. I can't have this one drink. I'm not a one drink kind of chick. I mean, one time I dropped a microwave on my foot. No lie. I dropped the microwave on my foot. Didn't feel a thing because that night I was drunk as a skunk. Okay? Dropped the microwave on my foot. Woke up the next morning. Couldn't walk. Didn't have a car. I had to call this lady that I work with who came to pick me up from work. Called her earlier and said, before you go to work, can you take me to the hospital? Because I think something's wrong with my foot. I broke 2 of my toes and I only got like a boot so I could still work then. But I've done so much damage to my body from drinking. So even though I cannot say I can never say I'm a teetotaler. Even though I can never say I'm a teetotaler, I am a changed person, and I'll always have to say, my name is Duana, I'm an alcoholic, but I haven't drank since this. And let me tell you the things I used to do, and let me tell you how I've moved on from that, and now I know what my purpose is, and that's why I'm telling my story, so that, you know, I can heal, and other people can heal, you know. You could be an alcoholic, and God still loves you. You can fall and mess up your wedding ring finger, and guess what? The husband of yours is still going to put that ring on that finger. You hear me, husband? You still going to put this ring on this finger. I don't care how old I am. That ring is going on this here finger. I'm going to let my pastor see it first. I'm going to let my bishop see it and be like, Bishop, don't talk about my hand when he puts my ring, you know, he puts my ring on there. Don't talk about how it look. I know it's crooked, but you know, I had a crooked kind of journey, but now I'm going straight. Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. That's good. So that's all I want to talk about today. I say quick, but I've been on here now for 13 minutes, so I got to go. If you like what you see or what you heard today, or you just like looking at me, ting, 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 or you have a crush, like even if you have a crush on me, hit that subscribe button. There's one over here, there's one over here. All you got to do is click it down there. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Until next time, y'all. Remember, ladies, you're all that and then some. Bye.